Look at this, fellas. This is my 650 Align X. I'm sorry, Align 650X. Woohoo! Look at that coming together. Nice. I got the main bearing blocks installed. I got the main hub to put the fly barless unit and the speed controller. Got the canopy mounts right here. Rubber, magnetic. I got the brace mount, that iconic Align brace mount. I got the servo mounts put in. When everything is put together, I'm gonna go back and Loctite all these nuts. Another thing is that this helicopter, being that it's a large 650 unit, it comes in 2-section modulated units. So this is the upper half, and right here we have the lower half. So I'm gonna get cracking. Hopefully I'll get popping on that tomorrow. I got the main rotor head assembly fixed. I mean, look at that shiny anodized aluminum. I mean, that is just silky smooth, albeit a little stiff. But when I sit this down in the main blocks, this thing is just like silky smooth, precision balanced. I mean, let me just show you guys something. I mean, look at that. That thing will spin all day. Absolutely beautiful. Hold on, I'm going to put my phone down for 1 second. Oh, I'm so sorry about that, people. And I want to show you something else. All right. For $1,250, this thing better be worth it. Okay, there we go. There we go. These are the servos. These brushless line servos, digital, obviously. You get 3 red, which is cyclic, and that black one in there, you see it? There's 1 red, and this is a black. That's for a rudder. That is the speed control. God, look at the size of those wires. Look how thick that gauge is, and it comes with a fan, a cooling fan, which I'm debating about putting in. Yeah, so what I gotta do is set this up as a 12S, so I gotta make like what's called a Y connection, because I'm gonna put two 6S batteries running in series, and that's gonna create a 44, well, almost 50 volts there. So I gotta solder that, and here's the main. Here's the meat and potatoes here. I mean, look at the size of that brushless motor. I believe that's a 440K. Yeah, 12S. I mean, this thing is a monster. An absolute monster. I've seen some of these running on 700s. 530 is preferable on 700s, but I've actually seen 700s running on a 440. But this should be perfect for 600 and 650 helicopters. You know, depending on how you set it up. Hold on a second. Alright, so there is our electronics. Oh, one more thing. They actually give you an Align fly barless unit, brand new. Look at that, in the box, everything. I I understand it's a 6-axis gyro, and Align makes their own versions of their fly barless units. But the fact that they throw in this micro beast, it's really good, man. Because if you go on eBay or Amazon and you price these things, they start off at 150 used, and they can go as high as $300-400. I mean, that's ridiculous. Yeah, made in Germany. See, you know you're not getting no crap there. So yeah, I mean, now they have something called Studio X, and that gives you several other features. Studio X is additional software that you can download. Now, I'm not a big fan of this because I do think that Align should include this, especially for the price that you're paying. Like, I have what's called an Icon 2, all right? And for almost half of that price, they include everything. Bailout, banking limits, auto level. Auto level is really big. And if it's programmed right, what's going to happen is it's going to make flying so much easier. Well, guess what? Align teamed up with MicroBeast, and MicroBeast did the same thing, but they said, you know what? We're going to charge you an extra $100 for that. We'll throw in everything else, but if you want that auto level and that bailout and those banking limits and all those fancy schmancy features, you're going to have to pay us. Icon 2 and Brain, well, they included that. They said, we'll give you that for nothing, you know. And, yeah. So, and there's several others. I know Spectrum has their own version of a fly barless unit, and they have all those features, but that's like $200. But I haven't tried that yet. And I know there's another one. It's the clone of the Beast X. It's called the TGZ 380, but the newer one is the TGZ 580. And that is the Align, not the Align, it's the Beast X, like this, but with the Studio X software. So basically, you're getting all the bailout, the auto level, but I'm not going to take, I mean, it's expensive. It's about $75-80. But it's a clone, and it's cheap. I'm not going to take a cheap clone that costs a couple of dollars, put that in a helicopter. That's between, what, $1,300 to $1,500. Would you trust a clone in something that cheap? Or should I say that expensive? I don't think so. You invest, like these things, you know, they're investments, so you got to be careful. You know, yeah, so basically, yeah, and, yeah, you know, you just got to be careful what you put inside your work, because this is an investment, not just money, but time, you know, time and you know, the commitment that you put into this. So, you know, it's like a whole other market. Like, you would think a lot of these fly barless units would compete with one another. They don't care. Like this company, Beast X, it really pissed me off. The only reason why I like Beast X is they're very easy to program. They don't require any software or PCs to hook up. Other than the fact that if you want that Studio X, you got to have a PC to download it, which I don't like. But other than that, that's very easy to program. However, again, you know, there's pros and cons to everything. So, you know, we're just going to have to see how it works. Now, I'm not particularly fond of Beast X. Maybe the clones are okay, but Beast X itself, like in my other one, I have what's called a Line 500X, and they included the same thing, and I've had nothing but problems with it. Like, for example, when you have to set the receiver type, you gotta basically power it up and hold your hand on the button, and determining of the color of the LED will determine what kind of receiver you have, whether it's Futaba, Standard, Spectrum, DX, you know, Gropner, and a plethora of different receiver types will determine what color your LED is. I can't seem to get it on my Spectrum because every time I go to program it, it sticks to one color. And then once I'm able to work around that and actually get it to communicate with my transmitter, when I'm programming it like from A to M, you know, because there's a series of different platforms you have to go through. For example, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way up to M, you know, and you got to use your transmitter. I have problems with that. So I really don't want to take that out for a flight yet because I'm scared. I want to make sure that that transmitter works fine with that fly barless unit. So I'm really hoping I have better luck with this. Or I'm going to have to go back and use Icon, which I really don't want to do because it requires you to have a PC, and it's just a nightmare, you know. All right, man. I really hope this satiates your appetite for that, but I'll keep you guys updated.